everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivianoseni, and on this channel I talk about everything nursing, motherhood, lifestyle, health, beauty, and all that good stuff. So if you like any of these things, do well to hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button. Like and share these videos to all your friends and family and all those who need to see these videos. So my old subscribers, thank you for subscribing, thank you for coming back. To my new subscribers, I love you all, thank you for joining the family. So today I'm going to be doing something that was requested by a subby, asking me to do a video about the things that you'll be needing in your first week in the UK as an overseas nurse. But then I'm going to be extending it to actually a realistic time period, which is your first month in the UK. So if you're interested in this, do well to stick right to the end. Let's get right into this video. Alright, welcome back. So if you're a registered nurse who's coming from overseas, any part of the world to the UK, then I'm sure you're wondering, what should be in my backpack? What should I have coming with me to the UK? Well, I'm here to help you. So your first week in the UK, most likely most employers will leave you to rest from the jet lag, from the stress of travel times. I mean, UK to the Philippines is about 16 hours journey. From Nigeria, the shortest flight you can get is 6 hours, which is very expensive. So most people will take a longer journey, which can last for up to 2 days. So that's realistic speaking. So it only makes sense that your employer is going to give you that first week off for you to rest before you commence your big day at the work, or at least, if not up to a week, 2 or 3 days to round off the week for you to continue and start your new job on a Monday. So your first week, realistically, you are home resting, or at least 2 or 3 days. Once you arrive, you are going to be resting. So what do you need to have with you? One, you need money. Money. Okay, as with everything else in any part of the world, you need money. In the UK, you also need money. So before coming to the UK, realistically, you should be able to exchange your money from your home country to the pound and get this cash in hand, because you're going to be needing it. One, because you don't have a bank account when you get into the UK firsthand. Two, because you will need to be buying some basic stuff. Three, because money makes the world go round, so you need money. Realistically speaking, at least £500 should do, or things within around £500 for your personal spending. If you're coming alone, £500 should do you, at least until you get your first paycheck at the end of the month. Most employers are going to give you a relocation package or some monies as relocation package or bonus, which is like a relocation money or money for spending. But the sad thing about this money is that it is not accessible to you firsthand when you come into the UK. You're most likely going to get this money at the end of your first month. So my advice to you is to get money from wherever you can get it, and just know that at the end of your first month, you're going to be paying back any monies you owe anybody, and you are going to be able to be fine, because you need money to survive in the UK. The UK is a system run by money, my dear, so you need money. Okay, so if you're coming alone, you need less money. If you're coming with your family, you need more money, if you understand what I mean. And my advice for you when you come first in the UK is, one, to go grocery shopping in one of the affordable shops like Asda, Tesco. They are more affordable in buying things to feed yourself or your family when you come first to the UK. So we've dealt with money. Two, realistically, you can bring native spices or grocery from your home country that the airline allows you to carry. We know our way around these things, but then maybe bring them dried, bring them wrapped, whatever you have to do. Arrange these things, because when you come to the UK, most of your home country spices or edibles are really very, very expensive, and you don't want to get homesick just immediately when you come into the UK or in your first month of coming to the UK. So how do you solve this? Get those groceries packed up in your bag when you're coming. Yeah, you're right, heard me right. Google how to package those things for yourself before coming to the UK, and in the ways in which you can pack them so they can be carryable by the airline. Things like your dry pepper, like your oiru, things like that, things that you love, from your home country, which you know will not find readily here, or which are available here but are very expensive, you can at least save the cost on these things by bringing them down by yourself when you come first hand. That is two. Third thing I would like to ask you to bring when coming to the UK is all dependent on the weather. Now, know the time and season when you're getting to the UK. Don't come into the UK and be blown away by the cold because you did not prepare. For instance, it's winter now. When you're coming to the UK, depending on the season, dress appropriately. So if you're coming from a hot region and you're coming to the wintry UK, then you should have your sweater, your jacket, your head wraps, your gloves, your scarves. You need every of those things. Trust me, the cold ain't playing with you, baby. It's not gonna laugh with you. So you have to be prepared. Buy your sweaters, buy your jackets, your head covers, your gloves, scarves, boots. Don't come in with a slippers or a high heel on a winter. Hey, winter will carry you away and frost your leg. So you don't want to get sick on your first week in the UK. So prepare for the weather. And if you're coming during the summer, which is the all shiny period, fine, you can come in and breeze in and any clothes that you like. But then I advise you just get a sweater just in case, because trust me, in the UK we can have 4 seasons in a day. You have the sun, the rain, the wind, everything in one day. So baby, it can change at any time, even in summer. So please prepare for the weather. Know what the weather forecast is for where you're going and the time you're going to arrive there. Another thing you have to have, especially on your phone, is to have the apps that are relevant to where you are going. Most cities have maps that show you, or bus routes that show you how to move around in the city where you are going to be living. So do well to download the appropriate apps on your phone. Google is your friend in the UK, my dear. 9 out of 10 times when you ask questions in the UK, people will tell you Google it. So if you don't have Google Play on your phone, what are you waiting for? Download it, because you're going to be needing it. You're going to be needing your Google Maps to direct you, even when you highlight from your train or your bus. You're going to be needing your Google Map to lead you to the way, even to meet your employer. So you need your Google. Get your Google on and working and start getting used to use it. I know in Nigeria now Google Maps is now functional, so start practicing to use your Google Map right from home, so that when you come to the UK, you are already conversant in using the Google Map. Another thing that's very important for you when coming to the UK is a small notebook, a little notepad that can fit into your pockets. Now, this is very important because you can use it to jot down very important information, especially when you start your new job, so you don't have to keep asking people questions all over and all over again just because you have forgotten. Get a small little pad that you can fit into your pocket. Take down notes, take down numbers, take down bus routes, anything that you've asked the first time, take note of it there, so that you can always go back to it and you don't have to ask anybody any question again, and then you become a guru in that situation. Or at least you always have something to have as a reference when you have things to query at any point in time. And once you come to the UK, in your first week of coming to the UK, arrange for a phone number. Sometimes you may even get these SIM cards. Most of the times the SIM cards are free. Get a phone and arrange for a payment method for your phone bills. Now, when you come first in the UK, it might not be easy to get a plan for your SIM card. However, you can do it on a pay as you go, which is quite expensive. But my advice is, if you live in an apartment that has internet supplies, then it's very good. You can have various apps that you can use to call home over the internet, which is going to be quite cheap than spending money pay as you go, at least until you're able to have a salary and you can able to apply for your own phone through a regular payment method, which is the way we pay for our phone bills here every month, and it's quite cheaper that way than paying pay as you go. So first hand, get a SIM card. Could be a pay as you go SIM card because you don't have an account to prove that you can pay for your bills yet. But when after the first month, you can go back to the company or your telephone provider, and they put you back on a pay monthly basis, which is quite cheaper, and you have better packages. Now, for you to be able to communicate back home, my advice is to get apps that help you to communicate freely and cheaper over the internet. So most of your calls are going to be made when you are at home, in the comfort of your home, surrounded by the internet. You have apps like Telbo, Telbo. I'm going to put the link of the app here. Make calls home even to Nigeria for as little as 70 or 0.70 pence pounds dollars per minute, which is very cheap. That way you're able to communicate with your family at home. So get a SIM card, get an app, download it, and work with the internet that you have in your living apartment. Most employers will give you apartment that have internet services, so that's going to be your choice in communicating with your family from the UK. And also, when you come into the UK, I mean, gradually everything you need to begin to unfold in your eyes. And as a nurse, bring in your nursing shoes when you're coming from your home country. You don't have to come here and begin to buy big things. I mean, I believe things are even more cheaper in our home countries than the UK. So before you come, go to a good shop, get a very beautiful boot, black color to be precise, or buy a good comfortable nursing shoe for yourself before you come over, and have those handy, because these shoes can be as expensive as £60 here, or £40 to £100, depending on the quality that you want to get. So get yourself a good boot, a good canvas that you can use to walk in the hospital here. And if you are a female, my advice to you is to make a good hair that's going to last you for at least a month or two. Get quality wigs when you're coming, so that when your hair wears out, you can be able to do your hair and put on your wigs. Get quality relaxers if you're one who relaxes your hair, so you can relax your hair by yourself when it is due. And if you are the natural person, get your produces before you come. Those little bits things to keep yourself comfortable, at least for the first month, until you're able to have money and you can purchase everything that you want online and everywhere without any troubles. So that's about all I think you need when coming to the UK. I mean, it's just a personal thing. It depends on how also you're able to adapt, and things that are personal to yourself. Just anything that you know is going to keep you comfortable, get it. And when you come to the UK, welcome and enjoy the United Kingdom. All right. Also, in your first week or in your first month in the UK, do well to get your spouse registered. Or if you come with your spouse, register with the bank for a bank account and begin to scout for jobs for your spouse, so that when you get to work, you can begin to lobby for appropriate timings or timetable or duty rosters for yourself. So do this in the beginning so that everybody knows that you have these needs. And above all, if you fall into a situation where you need help, please speak out. Nobody's gonna know except you speak out. Don't feel intimidated or feel like you shouldn't talk. You should be able to say everything you're going through. Speak out, air your concerns to everyone that needs to know and everybody that needs to hear, and you'll be surprised the kind of help that you will get when you speak out. And also interact with your communities when you get to the UK. It could be the Indian communities, it could be the Filipino community, it could be the African community, Nigerian community. I mean, for blacks, anytime you see anybody who is black, it's my brother, no matter. Especially when you are in small communities, once you see a black person, like, oh, it's a black person, I mean, you'll be excited. But places like London, you have a lot of black people, so no problems. But just interact with your community when you arrive in the UK. Find out if they have one. Join a church if you attend one. Find the Muslim community if you're a Muslim, and just fit in and blend and go with the flow. And I'm sure you'll be very, very fine. Find out play areas for children, so you can always take your child out for a child's time out, or to play like in their parks, could be in your neighborhood or whatever. Just find out where they are and enjoy yourself. Okay, Thank you again, once again. If you have any question, do well to ask me. I'll do my best to answer you, and do well to like, share this video. Now see you guys in my next one. Thank you for your time. I love you as always. Bye bye for now.